Vintage X Collectibles. This looks like a cool place to kick it. And yes, welcome to Vintage X Collectibles, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Movie Studio series Deluxe class of Jazz. Now, Jazz may be a small bot in stature, but he more than makes up for it with his courage. He's taken on the forces of Sector 7. He's rumbled in the jungle with Big Bad Brawl, and he's tangled with the Harbinger of Death, Lord Megatron, but that didn't work out so well. A really nice job on the head sculpt. He still has his visor. The only thing I really missed from the first movie toy line is that they had the light piping in the back of the head to light up their eyes. That was a pretty cool effect. His backpack does fold up pretty well, and there's not a whole lot of kibble left there, even though it is the entire roof of the car, but it's really hard to tell by just looking at the figure. Jazz is a lot more agile than his 2007 movie release. He has the ability to tilt his feet at an angle to get in a lot more poses and cool action stances. Now his arms are also a lot more maneuverable. And a big upgrade from the first version, he has a lot better looking hands. The other one just had these little twiggly fingers coming out. It's hard to even tell what they were. So you have one closed fist and one open hand with his 4 fingers. And you could put his weapon in either hand. You just rotate the hand in, revealing this little peg here, and you peg it in to the back of the gun so that it looks like that. Now, his left arm, you can also rotate that in if you want to attach the weapon the same way, or since his fist is open like that, you can turn it over. This little piece here can just fit into his hand. So however you wish to display it, of course when you do this is kind of upside down, but I guess you can just come from underneath the fist and display it like that, but now it kind of looks too low. I prefer it in his right arm. Now something I don't like on these Transformer models is when the car door comes out past his hand. That is not a good look. And then if you look at it from this way, the hand pretty much disappears. As for comparisons, here is Jazz with his 2007 movie Deluxe, and whoa, he's lost a lot of weight. This new Studio Series Jazz is like a Legends class size. Anyway, I'm not going to complain because they did such a good job on him, unlike this hunk of junk. But my favorite Jazz will always be the Human Alliance version. And looking at the 2007 Deluxe, this is what I was talking about. Look at his hands, just little nubs for fingers. What is that? He's just so big and clunky. As for the light piping on the 07, I have this little red dot laser pen that also has the blue light. So for the Decepticons, you could shine the red light in there. And then for the Autobots, you could shine the blue light. And wow, that really lights up. That's pretty cool. And now, let's get Jazz transform. Cue that jazzy music. Now first we will rotate and hide his hands and straighten up the car door. Then we're going to flip away his heels. As for his roof backpack, we're going to bring it up, then flip the rear out till it clicks. For his legs, we're going to fold this piece down, then bring this entire part up like that. Over here, bring that down, and rotate at the wheel until his legs are up like that. Let's go ahead and hide his head so it's safe and out of the way. In this piece here, you can just take your nails, pull it out a little, rotate it and push it back in. Now you want to pull away the torso where it clips in at the sides. So you just grab the front of the car and wiggle it up and free. Now we are going to accordion the legs into the bottom of the car. The legs themselves do not tab together, but everything else will hold it in place. There's 3 areas you want to line up. As you accordion it in, these 2 parts will tab into these 2 parts. And then, if you look up here, it's kind of hard to see this transparent blue. There are 2 tabs, here and here, and they will tab into the back of his thighs. And then once the back of the car is down, this area right here is going to hook into the back of his leg, right, where is it, right there. So, let's get it in there. Accordion in, line it up, there we go, it's in. Now it's best to do one leg at a time, instead of trying to work both legs in there. Okay, it clicked. That's a good thing. Now this side, same thing. Alright, just give a little squeeze. And the back of the car is together. Now let's rotate the entire front of the car, and we're going to try and work these arms in to make the sides of the car. So this piece also accordions in, and as you do that, you want to tab the door underneath the car there. And this is just such a small toy. I feel like some giant trying to put it together, like I'm gonna squeeze something too hard and break it. So just be very careful. That side is in. Same thing, just rotate, accordion it in. You just kind of have to keep wiggling at it until it gets in there. Alright, it looks like we are done. Then the final step, you just want to go around, make sure everything is squeezed in together. And there we have it. Jazz in his Pontiac Solstice car mode. It looks beautiful. Very, very shiny. Now I do love the weapon that it came with. And for storage, you flip this piece up. And then, see this little part right here? It hooks into the back of his spoiler. So he can carry it around like that. Nah, that's alright. Now Jazz does roll pretty well. Nothing hinders his movement. And like I was saying, they did a superb job on his paint. It's like he went somewhere and got it done custom. It really feels like a shrunken down version of the Human Alliance. And I really love that they gave him translucent headlights, just like the Human Alliance. Now, as you've heard, Jazz is a small figure in a small car. If you want to know how small, well, you know Bumblebee is a small car, right? Well, check this out. Man, wow, how about that? I mean, granted, Jazz is a better toy all around, but man, he's like 4 inches long. Okay, I had to make some room here. So, first up, let's show off the story of 3 Jazzes. Here is the Human Alliance. It has those clear headlights, and I really like that tinted blue look on the windows, the windshield. So, it's a pretty hefty car. Let's just set that right there. You know, the Studio Series actually has a brighter paint job than that one. Then here is the 07 Deluxe. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the painted headlights. That doesn't look good. So, but he also has that that bluish tint on his windows. It's not as dark as the Human Alliance, so let's mash them up. And they're both pretty beefy cars. Now, for the new Studio Series. let's see how he matches up. Just put him right there, line him up from the back. And wow, quite a size difference. So, now let's see in length here on top. Wow, these are both deluxes. That's crazy. This definitely looks like two different scale classes size. This looks like a deluxe and this looks like a Voyager. Wow. And then the Human Alliance. Oh, now it just looks like a leader class. Man. Well, that wraps up my review of the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe class of Mr. Jazz. Thoughts, comments? I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. So, as always, y'all take care. Till next time, peace out.